What's going on? What's going on? Anyone there? Live 140. I didn't go live at 140. I'm at 1 minute 40 seconds. If I was live at 1 minute 40 seconds, you guys would be terrified. So welcome in everyone. Whoever's here. If there's anyone. Want to say hello. Um happy 4th of July. Is it 250 years, right? Something like that. 250. Alex, there you are. Sorry, I was busy. I was going to send you the message, but I just took a shower. Hair's still wet. And yeah, I decided to hop on. Yeah, 250. I apologize. I was running behind on schedule. And yeah, so some things just happened with my dad. He fell down. Um, he's pretty injured, you know, pretty badly injured. So keeping an eye on him. I'll be here. Yeah, happy 250 years. I love you as well. Thank you so much. I love you, Alex. Yeah. It's pretty bad the way he's kind of injured. He has like, his arm, blood spots and everything down here. He fell and landed on his hip, and so he's having a hard time walking and everything like that. But he's getting some rest right now. He's laying down in the bed. So I'm gonna try and be respectful and try and keep it calm today. But yeah, yeah, it's just awesome, that he finally took some advice from me for once instead of like, the dad giving a child advice. I gave him advice, go ahead and lay down, get some rest, and he's doing that. It is the 4th of July, 250 years. Um, yes, blessings, Cindy. How are you? You doing all right, Cindy? Yeah, it's good to see everyone in the chat. Um, yeah, it's good to see people in here. We can go ahead and do tarot. We can do I do have the EMF reader posted up. Maybe I have it in a bad spot. I do have the EMF reader and I do have spirit box with me. As it is 4th of July, 250 years. Okay, raise of hands, 250 years. Does that seem like it's a long time? Like when you hear 250 years, does it seem like, you hear about like the Dust Bowl and everything, right? Like 100 years ago, but 250 years ago, we were wearing wigs and we had like compression socks and we had like, what was his name? John Foot Penis. I mean, John Hancock. Um, all these other people signing the Declaration and everything of Independence. Um, we had our national anthem that was only 250 years ago. And thinking about it, it's crazy. And fireworks were made in order to celebrate the bombs bursting in the air, right? Um, it's just wild to me. 250 years seems like nothing. Like, look at where we came from 250 years to where we're at now. Um, oh, thank you so much. Yeah. Please like and subscribe. Um, yeah, like, I'm just saying, like, 250 years, um, seems like nothing, right? I mean, what Super Bowl are we in? Does anyone know? Like, what Super Bowl? Yes, but no at the same time? Okay, I totally agree with that. Uh, no, so yeah, I was just asking, like, 250 years doesn't seem like a long time, right? Uh, when you like actually like look at it, I mean, we're in 2026, right? So in 250 years, the USA was finally established. It just seems like it's a short period of time. but really it's long. Like you've seen people that are like live to be 100 years after like, World War and like, so a World War and then we had the Civil War and then like before that, like we even had more we had wars that we took over. We took parts of other states and made it Texas and everything like that in order to make our state. I don't know what year that was, but yeah, it's just like it's a lot. It's a lot. So yeah, in 250 years, absolutely. Hello, hello, what's up, S Jam? Yeah, dude, like it's just a lot happened within 250 years. Think about it. You know, came a long way. You know, I'm only 37. I don't know how old the rest of you are, but 37, I mean, that's already like what is that, 1/8 of how long that was in order for John Hancock, in order to sign the Declaration. I mean, that's crazy. We came a long way, so welcome everyone in. Welcome everyone in. Happy 4th of July. Hope you guys are enjoying all the noise outside and having a good time. Um, so for 4th of July, let's go ahead and do some tarot readings. Um, okay, so we have Alex, Cindy, and okay. Hello, hello. Yeah. Oh, I'm 40 in October. Yeah. I still feel 37. Yeah, well, 37 is basically 40. Like, I know when I was like 29, I turned 30 and I broke my back. Literally broke it. Like, I had to get surgeries and all sorts of stuff. So, I mean, yeah, 37 flies by. Yeah, so does 250 years. 250. I mean, think about it. Like, my dad is 96 years old. If he was like another 100 years older, I mean, those people could have still been alive, like it's kind of wild, dude. I don't know. Right? Wait, that would be 196. So 196, 250. So I mean, when they signed the Constitution and everything, I think the youngest one was like, what was it, 23? 23? Dude, fireworks are dope. I love fireworks. They're the coolest shit in the world. They're bombs bursting in air, you know? So do I have older siblings? I do. I do have an older sibling. I do, if you're asking me. My sister is she's 7 years older than me. Um yeah, and I'm actually in her room um at my dad's house. So, yeah, she's 7 years older than me. Yeah, fireworks are beautiful. I hate it when people are like, upset over fireworks, but man, it's such a cool, like, scenery. I like the sounds. You can hear, like, the whistles, the big kabooms, and everything like that. I think it's really cool, so I don't know. Yeah, that's not too much older. Um, she is more mature than me, though. I'll give her that. She acts 7 years older and more mature, so she's a really good person. She works for the sheriff department, and, yeah, she's been running for chief and everything like that. She's really cool. And I'm like completely opposite, just like I go out there, I do construction. I'm wild, I'm crazy, like just like to have fun. But so she keeps me in check. And just to let you all know, there was an incident today. My dad, who's 96, he did fall today. He fell, so I'm keeping an eye on him. So thank God I'm here staying at his house. Um, if you could just keep him in in mind or your prayers, thoughts, whatever. Um, he's not doing too good. He fell outside. He tripped on the new yard that I got done. On those like the metal guardrails that go across. Um, he just wasn't paying attention. He tripped. He lost balance. My sister was there. I was at work, and my sister went over there, jumped out of the car, and picked him up. So just please, if you guys are, just keep him in your prayers or thoughts or in your mind, whatever. Just wish. I hope he feels better. That's it. Being that old, you know. So yeah, he is at home. Yeah, he's at home. Uh, yeah. Um, no, he doesn't need to go to the hospital as of right now. When me and my older son showed up, we were there and he was just like sitting on the edge of the bed. I could see he was like sleeping in the bed. I guess my sister put him in there and he was just like, "Don't ever get old." And he was like, "I'm just tired." And I was like, "Are you all right, Dad?" And I could see all those like red spots, just like red spots all over, like from when he fell and then he landed on his hip. So he said he's sore, but he was like, "I'm just gonna go to bed." He's like, "I'm so tired." I was like, "Are you sure?" Like, I mean, I'm here and I'll do whatever you want me to do. So he's not allowed to water the grass anymore. So I'm taking over that. I'll do that every morning, every night. So thank you all. Yeah, just keep him in your minds. All right. He's okay. He's okay. He didn't hit his head. That's what he says. But I mean, he was like Green Beret and Special Forces. I don't know. So yeah, I think it's gonna be all right. So yeah, he's the only thing I got left. And then, well, I have my sister and my aunt, of course, right? And I have all of you. So I think I'll be all right. And he's gonna be all right. I have confidence and faith. And it just sucks when he devoted his life to the military and like, he did 37 years. He went through war and today's July 4th and then this happens. I'm like, kind of kills me. Kind of kills me. But he's a tough guy. He's tough. So, but yeah, he's a tough son of a gun. Oh, Asher has donated 10. Okay. Uh, let me see. All right. If you have donated, has donated 10. Wait, hold on. Who donated 10? Asher, right? Cool, cool, cool. If you donated 10, let's go ahead and get this started. Um, you want a reading? So for $10, it's gonna be, um, I'll go ahead and do 7 to 9 cards, depending on what it is. Um, let's go ahead and go with it. I just want to make sure, yeah, please post your question. We'll get started. Instead of the normal 3 cards, since you donated 10, I'll give you the 7 to 9 cards. If I need to go further with 7, then I'll go into 9. And just know that like I'll try and be as elaborative as I can and give you the best answers. So just bear with me. And thank everyone for their services. Thank everyone, yeah, thank everyone. Dude, God bless all the countries, honestly. I mean, God bless America. God bless everything. We're lucky to all still be here during crazy times, right? So, so yeah, let me go ahead and pull some cards for you since you paid 10. Absolutely. All right. How's everyone else doing though? Is everyone else good as we wait for the question? Everyone doing all right? Everyone having a good 4th of July? Asher was on here yesterday. I know that. So thank you for coming back. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. It means a lot that you all keep coming back. I try and keep it like new and everything. Here, let me try and move the EMF reader just in case if you guys see something going off. If someone's in the room and it goes off, maybe it's about you. Let me know. Yeah. Okay, that's way better. You guys see the dot? That's way better. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, it's been a good day so far. Yeah. Um, what time is it everywhere? I mean, do you guys already have people popping off fireworks or no? I did have fun with the kiddos. Yeah. I did go play top golf. Hung out with my youngest son. Um, and then came back over here. Top golf is a hell of a time. So, I think it's really cool. Um, I mean, I think it's way over expensive, but they have things that are like, you like hit it, like if you get a hole in one, like after a certain time, it shoots off fireworks. Like if you hit it into the actual target. Um, I know that Fiesta Texas over here, which is an amusement park, they're going to have like the most wildest like fireworks show. We also have the Tower of America. They shut down. Also, Kanye West is here in San Antonio. So Kanye West is here, and all of San Antonio smells like, well, it smells like Kanye. So 11:35 in the neighborhood. Yeah, that's what's up. So, yeah. Hey, Gene, thank you so much for always being like right there for me and always posting all that. I really appreciate that. Like, it's amazing. Thank you so much. Alex, always thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone. Cindy, yeah. Hey, Cindy, how is your mom? Is she doing all right? Is she doing better? Yeah, it smells like pot. Like, dude, straight up. It just smells like dank. The devil's lettuce, just weed, um, thistle. It smells like, I don't know, skunk. Like, it smells, all of San Antonio smells pretty rowdy right now. And now we have all that along with gunpowder for the fireworks. So yeah. Yeah, thank you so much, Gene. Thank you. I sat on the porch snacking on popcorn and watching them pop off. Dude, popping with the pop. Can't pop anymore. Once you pop, don't stop. Wait, what is that? Is that Pringles? How's it go? Once you pop, the fun don't stop? Or once you pop, the pot. I forget how that goes. Pringles. Yeah, yummy. Yeah, skunky, dank. Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, Alex. Thank you so much for being here for me. Yeah, yummy, skunky, dank. I believe I should have been legalized. Dude, I so it's crazy because here in Texas, right? we've been trying to get it legalized. I don't do it personally. I don't do it, okay? Um, I don't care if anyone does, but all of a sudden the cops just turn a blind eye. Like they're like, whatever, you're just smoking weed and it's like whatever. You can walk right by a cop. So it's basically legalized when it's not. But yeah, you don't get in trouble for it anymore. It's wild. Once you pop, you can't stop. Yeah, that sounds about right. That was like in what? That was the 90s? Like it had the Pringle can and all these kids are like, "Hell yeah," and they pop it, it's like, "Once you pop, the fun don't stop." Right, or "You can't stop." Yeah, once you pop, you just can't stop. Yeah, that used to be, like, the coolest thing. They would show all these kids, like, partying at, like wasn't it, like, at a nightclub, if I'm not mistaken? Wasn't there a commercial like that? These kids are, like, at a nightclub, there's, like, a disco ball. It's, like, spinning around, and these kids are like, "Oh, yeah," and then all of a sudden they pop it open, and it's like, once you pop, you just can't stop, and they're like, "Yeah, Pringles!" Like dude, that was the wildest, like, commercials ever, like, I mean, like, some of the Kool-Aid commercials and, like, like dude, I remember, like okay, so show of hands, do you guys remember, like "What's up, Crizzle Drizzle?" Crizzle's in the house. You guys remember that game? Mr. Bucket. Mr. Bucket. I don't know if you guys remember that. Um, it was a bucket that would, like, go around, and he had his mouth, like, wide open, and he would just keep going like this, and, like, he would try and, like, scoop up balls and, like, put it in his head, so that way he could blow the balls out of his mouth. It was like the first one to get all the balls in Mr. Bucket wins. So it's like, go ahead and just put your balls in Mr. Bucket. Like, dude, it was weird. Like that was wild. And then like moon shoes, dude, 250 years. We came so far from people wearing wigs and stuff. And then we had like moon shoes. We had like pagers. We had those telephones that you had like the 25-foot long cord that you would sneak off to your room and close the door. And then we had landline that would, like, kick you off of the internet with AOL, and then we had AIM. AOL came in a cereal box where you would get, like, 15 minutes for free, and you would have to scan it. We had the floppy disks, we had, a whole bunch. So coming from 250 years ago, we made a whole bunch of progress, and now we have rockets that land themselves. Um, you can just basically do anything you want to do, and man, it's wild. Like now we have Chat GBT, so like you can just go ahead and if you're not good at school and you want a college degree, just go ahead and use that, and you're good to go. You get your degree, you know. So yeah, the purple pager. My sister, she had a clear one. Like it was like oh, MySpace? Dude, MySpace was shit, dude. Hey, how come they don't bring that back? Like, how come okay, even, like, for YouTube, why can't you have, like, a waiting page? Like, "Hey, I'm gonna be on here," and then you get to, like, go ahead and, like, put a song on or something, and then, like, while people wait, and it's like, "These are my hobbies, this is what we're gonna do," and it scrolls, and, like, you can check out dude, that's when I remember, you used to get, like, your top 5, right? Tom was always number 1, and then, like, you could put, like, your friends on there, and if your friends weren't on the top 5, dude, they hated you. They hated you. They're like, "Why am I not on your top 5?" Okay, it was 9? Uh, Taking homework anymore. Yeah, like, it's yeah, homework anymore, yeah. Like, dude, the times have changed in 250 years. I mean, like, my dad is 96. So just thinking back, like, dude, within all those years, I mean, we made that whole declaration, right? And then people got tired of like crap and they were just like, you know what? Let's go ahead and land on the moon. Like, I'm getting tired of this. And then all of a sudden, like, let's do Amazon Prime. It started off Amazon and then like you remember like AIM, whenever you would get on AIM and you would get home from school or whatever you were doing, like work or whatever, you would get home, you would jump on your computer and you would hear like the ding dong and then like the door click when someone left and like you could just chat with them, group chats. Like you would do I brought it up, I think today, ASL. Does anyone know what ASL means? I know someone in here knows what ASL means. Someone has to. Yeah, yeah. It was too advanced. You could either only be on the telephone or be on yep, yep. It was age, sex, or location. Absolutely. Yeah. And then people would be like, "Yeah, I'm 18, male, like, you know, Canada." And people would be like, "Oh, well, you're near me." But it was a whole chat log. Like everyone was talking to everyone and it would just keep scrolling so fast and it took off. And then whoever what's my whoever invented email, um, who was that? I forget his name. Yeah, 43 female Californian. Yep, there you go. That's how it works. I remember that. Whoever invented email was just a jerk. Who was that? Was that Steven or something like that? Dude, why would you invent that? I already get mail in the mailbox. Now I get mail in my mailbox on my phone. And then, like, you forget to check your email, and then you have email for work, and then you have email for, like, bills that need to be paid. You have email, like, it's dude, why would you invent that? Dude, you were just a real jerk. You ruined everyone's life. Like, who wants to get an email in the middle of the night about something that's like a guest was complaining or something, you know? Like, I don't wanna hear it. Yeah, I hate email. I dude, if there's one thing I hate in life, it's just dude, let's bring it back. 50 female New Jersey. Yeah, let's bring that back. 37 MTX. Yeah, let's bring that back. The help cheaters. Yeah. I remember like I don't know. Is this still around like 1-800 collect? Is that still around? You remember that commercial where he's calling 1-800 collect because he didn't have like a cell phone? And his dad is like, "Yeah, hello." And it's like, "You have a message from Bob. We had a baby. It's a boy." And he's like, "Thank you." And he hangs up. And it's like, "Who was that?" "Oh, it was Bob. He had a baby. It's a boy." Yeah, the help cheaters chat. Yeah, yeah. Snail mail. I don't think so. You don't remember that? Yeah. Dude, that was crazy. Yeah, writing letters every day. I was in prison. FaceTime with email to them. It's crazy. Dude, yeah. Within, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, it was some crazy times. Like, like they had like Nickelodeon when it was like really cool, like sliming people. But then like before that, I don't know if you guys ever saw like that video where it's like where they had okay, we had those huge tube TVs, right? Well, it started off with like the dial and like the rabbit antennas and everything, but then when they switched from black and white to color, like people lost it, and then the TVs got like gigantic and weighed like 700 pounds. Like it was a nightmare. I remember when the tube went out on one of the TVs and we had to go ahead and get that replaced. That was like the same cost as a new TV, you know. Emergency breakthrough calls. Yeah, it's like I I need some help. Like it costs you nothing, but if the person picked up that phone call through collect, my God, it's like what was it? It was 10 cents like a second, or like 10 cents like a minute, or 30 seconds. Yeah, from jail. And then you hang up. And dude, oh my God. Yeah, you hang up on the person in jail. But now you only get like, I think it's like 3 phone calls from the same number, and it's listed in the collect calls from jail. So you can't ever call the person again after the 3 collects. At 150, 10 cents. I don't remember. You got in trouble? Dude, I imagine you got in trouble. I remember phone dude, so texting, remember? Like, texting was like, oh, caller ID for sure. Dude, when that came out, that was crazy. You would star 69 if you didn't want anyone to know who you were. Star 69 it. Why 69? And then from Nokia, dude, Nokia, and star 67 blocked your number. Yeah. Dude, I do remember that. Yeah. Star 68 is a good number. 69 told you who called. Oh, okay. So 69 told you who called, but the other one blocked star 67. Okay. Mhm. I remember that. It was star 69 was to find out who called you last. Yeah. But star 69. That was when they had, like, the handset, like, that came on, and it had, like, that kind of like an LED screen, right? And you would hit it, and you could see it, and then why 69 though? Yeah, dude, honestly. 88? What was 88? 88 too. 88 was, shoot, that was loud. 69 is a fun number, absolutely. Yeah, definitely for sure. But, yeah, dude, all these memories, like, you remember okay, so, like I was saying, AOL. AOL, the CD came in a cereal box. Remember as, like, a child, and you would pick it out, and, like, you'd be like, "Cool, I got 15 minutes of AOL," and you'd put it in. And then that was, like, during, like, floppy disk and everything like that, you know? It was just like it was like it was wild, dude. Those times are crazy, and, like, um and to think about it, like, who is the oldest person here? I mean, like, even if you're, like, 60, right? You're 60. You went through all of this, but how far did we come through, like I mean, within 100 years? Just look at this stuff, it's crazy. So 250 years, happy birthday, America, right? You know, that's awesome. It's so cool to see the improvement and everything that's happened. I just hate the construction work, since I work in that field. I work in it, but, it's just, it's amazing. You still believe in a floppy disk. Wow. Dude, how many floppy disks did you have to use to load up one thing? Like, one thing, Cindy, like, It would come in like a pack of like 12, and you would have to like put it in, and it's like scanning, 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 and it'd be like the first one was always like be done in like 12 hours. And then like the second one was like be done in like 3 hours. The other one like 20 minutes. And then the next one was like 10 hours. Like, oh, floppy disks were a pain in the ass, dude. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really disappointed that I'm being held accountable for 16 files. Like a floppy disk? No way. Are you serious? He had a floppy disk? That's how long he's been doing it? That means he's been doing that for, like, over 30, like, what? No, that's, like, 25 year maybe more than 25 years? I mean, dude, the computers were so bulky and everything, and, like, you had, like, that gigantic tower, and, like yeah, no, that's crazy. The mini hard disk. Yes, I do remember those. Those didn't last long, though. Those didn't last long. A mini hard disk? No. I I know that they were, like, tiny and you would just, like, place it in there, but then, like, those things were just crazy. Like, I still have a typewriter that I brought me in. A typewriter. Do you have the ink ribbons? Because I actually have a typewriter, and I know this guy here in, San Antonio. He buys old school typewriters. He's a typewriter collector. It's one of actually my best friends I grew up with. If you have the ink ribbons, he's more than happy to pay a lot. So yeah, got scratches on them. Yeah, similar. Yeah, I have a typewriter. Dude, people just have typewriters. That's crazy. Okay, if you have a typewriter, does it still have like the film over it that you keep it like antiqued? Like you just put that like clear plastic over it? Yeah, dude, typewriters sound awesome. I love typewriters. I have one in the garage actually. At my dad's house, so I'll bring it up next time, dude. Oh, Crizzle, you should totally do like a typewriter ASMR. There you go. Mine came with a plastic hardcover. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. That was wild. And isn't it weird to think, that was not even that long ago. I mean, we were using typewriters before the computer, right? So we would write letters and it would come with a cover and like ink ribbons and stuff like that. I mean, I'm 37, so I still remember a typewriter. This was like before the age of like, internet. Yeah. Push enter and it typed it out. No way. Really? No way, Gene. That's crazy. That's cool. Yeah, clear. Yeah. Mine is clear. It's sitting in the garage. Yeah. Yeah, like yeah, that's what you were thinking? Yeah, it's, it's incredible. Man, so within, like, let's just say since I'm 37, within 37 years that I've been here, um, I mean, we started with Atari, we had Nintendo, we had, Sega Genesis, and then it turned out to, like, Super Nintendo, you had, like, all that other stuff, like, it started, like, evolving and evolving. But then, like, technology got higher and higher, and then now, if you do have a landline, that's wild. Who here has a landline? Anyone? Because my dad does. Coworker used at work a typewriter, she hated computer dude, yeah. Yeah, I know. Some people just can't teach an old dog new tricks, right? You can't. You type it, and then they even had like, what was it? You could hit like the shift and like something else, and it would just like make the word. Yeah, he he keeps like, um he keeps the landline just for telephone calls, but we also, of course, we do have, of course, Wi-Fi and everything like that, but he keeps like a home phone. So I'm just like, who has that? That's wild. She was in her 80s? Dang, dude. Dude. Yeah, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, that's for sure. It gives me the worst anxiety. You just don't like the sound of fireworks, or, does it bother you that it just keeps you up at night, or what's going on? Yeah, I miss. I miss every time. You miss your house phone? Yeah, you remember the time you would have that 50-foot yard cord and that you would just drag and go in your room and close it? You jump every time? Dang, dude, that's crazy. Hey, what's up? What's up, Jam? Yeah. Yeah, these are pretty loud over here. It's Yeah, you get scared easily. Yeah, I know. I'm doing good. Good. Thank you for asking. I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. Um, I just had a little bit of bad news today, but other than that, everything's good, you know? You know, you had like 100-foot cord, dude. I remember those. And then they get all like curled up, and you would just like walk and yanking it, and then you like, yeah, walking across the whole entire. Yep, I remember those days. It was raining here for a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit. Sharina's here. Welcome in, Sharina. Hi, XLG. Yeah, welcome in, everyone. Dude, it's cool to see you all, man, celebrating, T50 and whatever's going on. So the bad news is my dad did fall today. He is 96 years old. He fell in the front yard. He was found by my sister because I was at work, and he got injured, and he's just not feeling like himself. So, um, I'm taking care of the house, watering everything. I feel kind of guilty because I got the whole front yard replaced, and he's not used to it, so it has like those like metal barriers that like separate the rock from the grass. And so he wasn't paying attention while he was watering and tripped over it and landed in the grass. And it's like 108 degrees out over here. So he was left over there at 96 years old. So, yeah, he's a little bit injured. He doesn't need to go to the hospital. He's fine. He didn't hit his head, but he is extremely tired and he just wants to go to sleep. So, I mean, yeah, yeah, it's um, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm loving this chat today. It's definitely different from than just like, dude, I look fat when I stand like that. Like, golly. Um, but I'm loving the chat. Like, that is so awesome. But if anyone does want a reading or want to look at EMF or Spirit Box, let me know. Just throw it in the chat. I'm super stoked. I'm getting really close to 100 subscribers, and then after that, it kind of like gets up there. So I'm really close. And thank you all for always being a part of this. And I really appreciate you all for subscribing. And if you're new in this chat, just please like and subscribe and help me get up there so that way we can do more and more. I do, spirit hunting. Um, I use the Spirit box. I have the EMF reader right here, this little dot right here, which has been driving me insane the last couple days because there's something in here. I do tarot. I have my tarot cards. So if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, and I'll give you a reading. You know, or if you want to donate, that's cool. Yeah, it's crazy. Getting up there to 100, it actually went faster than I thought. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, you want to ask a question, Gene? Absolutely. You're always welcome to ask a question. Anyone is, yeah. Go ahead. Hooked up. Break up. So you hooked up with anyone after a breakup? Right. So you are you planning on hooking up after the breakup, or have you already broken up and you hooked up? Maybe I'm just not understanding that. Yeah, I'll give you a reading. Yeah, let's do it. Dude, those fireworks are loud. No, the guy I hook up with after. Oh, I yeah, hook up after the breakup. Okay, all right. Okay, or after the breakup. Cool. All right, let's see. Ray Jean, you want me to cut it? I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I was just trying to figure it out. You can cut the deck if you want. I is the first name initial. Hmm. After his breakup. Oh, okay. All right. I understand now. I'm sorry, Jane. I'm a little bit on the slow page, slow train, Cool, cool, cool. Let's go ahead and figure this out. Yeah, the guy hooked up. Hang on, all right, all right. Want me to cut it? Yes or no? Totally up to you. It's just a sprite. Don't worry about it. I don't know what that means. Okay, I'll just leave it as is. Cutting the deck means separating the deck and taking the top deck and putting the bottom on the top. But I'll leave it on that. Okay. All right. I will ask EMF in just a second. Let me go ahead and get this done for Gene. I someone else after breakup. Okay. I did shuffle. I did shuffle. I've been shuffling the whole time, Gene. I really have. I've been shuffling. And um, it's weird. I've been shuffling nonstop with these new cards. And it's just wild. Like some of the same cards just keep popping up even though like I keep shuffling. It's weird. So did I leave someone else for the breakup, right? So you got the 6 of wands, right? 7 wands. That's a 3 of cups. And I've shuffled them hard as hell too. 6 of wands. You want to know. Um, he left, obviously, kind of almost like freedom, right? Just kind of like getting out of there. Tired of all these terrible situations and just getting out of there. Did he hook up with the 7 of wands? I wouldn't say it was a hookup. I think it was more like he felt himself in a bad decision, right? Like maybe so I can't say for sure, right? Like we don't know this, but I mean, it just felt himself in a bad decision. Maybe he was fighting off things, right? Like yeah, he was definitely fighting off that temptation, right? With the 3 of cups, that's almost like maybe, he's in the middle and there was that temptation, right? And maybe he cheered because why else would you have 3 of cups, right? Why would you have three? Right? He was definitely in the middle of a conflict and he definitely got himself out, you know. One of his friends went and visited him, and I don't know why they hooked up. Are you sure they hooked up though? Like, is that like for real, for real? Like, that they hooked up? Or is it just because after separating, like getting out of maybe something he didn't want, he was fighting, you know, what he didn't want. And then in the end, maybe he just got out of that predicament because there's temptation and then him. Yeah, but yeah, he might have, but the way I'm seeing it, honestly, I think he was just excited for some reason just to kind of end it, but then he realized that there was definitely like some type of temptation, right? He's trying to figure out what he needed to do, like getting out of that predicament. And then in the end, I think he fought that temptation and got out of there with the 3 of cups. I don't. I mean, again, they're cards, right? I think that the way, honestly, I feel it in my chest, like I think maybe there's like a feeling that you think that it happened, but maybe it didn't. Maybe it was just a misunderstanding. But whatever happened, like he wanted to get away from it and didn't want to look bad because he was fighting a temptation, right? We all do that daily. We fight temptation. And yeah, it seems like everything was good. I don't think he did. Yeah, you wanted a question after Gene? Absolutely. When I was and hooked up, I think they may have. What's at the bottom? Absolutely, I can show you. Absolutely, Crizzle, I got you. Someone else wanted a EMF. So right here, this is the deck that I sat down. I have not looked. So the gold brick, the bottom card is the Eight of Wands. One's it America. Um, Eight of Wands. Again, probably fighting that urge. Maybe, you know, you wanted something like that, right? But it was just like it's not worth it. It's not worth my time and fighting it. So that brings it to two cards fighting it, and then also kind of like relaxed and got away. So what the deck is saying is basically I don't think he did, but if you have like evidence or something or anything on that, you know, that's a completely different story, right? Um, I I can't. I don't think he did. I don't think he did. I think he was tempted. Yes, was he tempted? Absolutely, but I don't think he did. I don't think he did. 6, 7, and 8 wands. Yeah, absolutely. No, no, thank you. But yeah, no, I really took time to think about it and just kind of read it out. And I think that definitely there was temptation, but he fought off that urge, if that makes sense. So, you know, drizzle, drizzle, my nizzle. Someone else wanted like but yeah, happy 250 years old USA. Yeah, good, happy 250. Can you imagine when we get to 420? That's crazy. Could you imagine? Golly, it's already bad enough in the world, but Grizzle, drizzle. Yeah, red, white, and blue. What do you want to know about? Don't just give me that general. Oh yeah, Cindy wanted EMF as well. Cindy. I know you asked before Crizzle, and then after Cindy, we'll get to Crizzle. Cindy, what do you want to ask? Do you also want Spirit Box? She posted above. Yeah. You wanted okay. Crizzle asked first. Okay. All right. So we'll go with Crizzle. Okay, Crizzle. And let me see. Crizzle, you mind just my question is up at the top of the chat. Okay, let me scroll up. Scroll all the way up. Mhm. Uh, Fireworks out loud, man. Did you join? Join Frizzle? Okay, hello. Can I get more? MySpace. Gene. I'm looking. Frizzle, yes. So, there you go. I have a question after Gene. Too much fireballs. Sorry, can't type. And then Frizzle, I'm on the same train. And Crystal says, I wanted to ask a question after Gene. Crystal did it. I make the right choice. Cutting my guy off like okay, okay, I see it. Alright. Don't worry, I got you. It just took a minute. Sorry about that. Did you make the right choice? Oh, and then you proceed, Gene. Thank you, Gene. Yeah, I was looking. When it was, like, top of the chat, I was like, okay, I went all the way to the top, but okay. Let's see, did you make the right choice? Alright. Then shuffle. Cutting off my god. So by cutting off, do you mean just, like do you mean leaving him? Or do you mean, like, you're just like, "No, we ain't doing it tonight," you know? Just wondering. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Did you make the right choice? Okay. All right. Here we go. Queen of Cups, 5 of Stars, again, 3 of Cups. See, I'm telling you, I shuffled the hell out of these cards, but they're all different. I mean, it's crazy. Out of all these, I guess it's just a deck. It's talking. Um, so with the Queen of Cups, did you make the right decision by cutting him off? Yeah, it felt good at the moment. Absolutely. Sure as hell. You know, you did the right thing. Yeah, shut him off. Yeah, it's whatever. I mean, you're the one in charge here of the relationship, right? You're sitting here and you're getting tired of everything, right? You know, so you're gonna sit back and watch. But right here, you feel like maybe you felt like you made a wrong decision, right? And that's what you're asking about. You feel like I don't know if it feels like stressed out, embarrassed, or like, like it's just terrible and it's eating you alive. Like, right? You just feel terrible because I mean, look, you have the fangs coming down and out, and like you're just kind of feeling like it's kind of eating at you. Okay. But in the end, it was a good decision that you made because cutting someone off is good and it's funny. Like, kind of like this, you're at the bar, right? You're cheering, and to be cut off, right? Like it's another it's another story, right? But you cut them off because there was a reason. So for you to go ahead and be the person in charge, knowing you know what you wanted, you felt kind of bad because maybe it made him feel bad, feeling eaten alive, right? But in the end, it all pays off. It's just like it was probably a good call. It was a good call. So, I mean, I wouldn't dwell on it too much. I mean, it was just something that probably needed to be done, you know? It's nothing that was crazy, you know? What is it? Whatsoever, like not talking to him anymore whatsoever because yeah, yeah, you're exhausted. And just like that card, it's eating you alive. You're exhausted. You're tired. You feel like maybe if that was a good decision or bad, right? Like, honestly, it looks like fangs, right? A mouth like with a tongue, right? It's eating you. you're exhausted of it. Like, you just want to go ahead and be yourself, right? So you kinda had to cut it off, which is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe it even, like, you just need a break, right? You need a break. Because first of all, this is your life. This is your decision. Like, and you're not gonna have that happen. It may be hard to make a decision with what's going on. You're gonna feel bad about it, but you really shouldn't, right? And then in the end, you're gonna be happy you made that decision. You're gonna be happy with it, and then just move along. Maybe it could lead back to you guys being happy again. I don't know what happened, but maybe that was the whole gist of it, right? So, I mean, he just wants that. He doesn't want a real relationship. He just wants to like have fun. That's what I figured. He tells me different, but once he gets, I don't hear from him. Yeah, dude, that's rough too. Almost like kind of used and abused, which leads back to the six of it. Um, it gets me mad at him thinking I'm with someone. Yeah, which leaves you feeling depressed and kind of feeling like you said eating a lot, like I was saying, eating alive. You're in that depressed state and like just wanting to know like what else can I do? Like I'm getting tired of this crap, like and I just want to move forward with it, but like you're not hearing me out, and it's eating you alive when you're the one who should be in charge and you know you're trying to tell him, but it's killing you and you're getting upset. But doing that and like splitting up gives you that reassurance that everything is better. Like it's going to be better, and then it's going to fix things if that's really the way it needs to be. Used and abused. No, no, no. You thought you were with some other guy the last couple of days at Fresno. No, I was on the phone with you, but I'm in Texas, so it ain't me. There was no way. So yeah, that is how you feel? Yeah, well, then just go ahead and just let time pass. I'm glad you cut it off and just relax and good things will come to you if it's the way that it needs to be. Maybe it was toxic, maybe it wasn't, but it's all going to find its way, and it should work its way out. That seems more like just because you're a lady and you're going out and you're doing things for yourself, he thinks you're cheating on him, which kind of also again hurts you. And then like so you had to call it quits, or separation, right? Separation. Let's just say that you separate for the time being. That'll lead you to giving you that well rest and sleep that you need, and then um, it'll bring him probably back around to you, knowing that he made like wrong judgment, like a wrong decision, and you know, he knows he messed up. And if that's how you guys want to be, that's how you're gonna be. But you also have two other people on the other end, so it's your decision which way you want to pick it. So go ahead and you know, that's just totally up to you. He just texted you right now in this chat. He's just text me right now in this chat. His ears are ringing. Dang. Yes. I have Cindy, right? It's Cindy and then back to Eugene, right? Because Cindy wanted to do EMF. Right. Is that the correct order? Yeah, I love you as well. No, absolutely. I love all you in the chat. Absolutely. So, he just texted you. He texted you like in this chat. Oh, you don't want it for the cards? Okay. Is Cindy still in here, by the way? I'm not sure. If not, we can. I'll get Cindy later, and then, yeah, I totally love you, Crizzle. He just texted you. Oh, you mind me asking what he said? Okay, so you're still here. Okay. She was grabbing a Coke. Okay. All right. So, Cindy, what do you want to ask EMF right here? Are you able to see it? And then also at the same time, would you also like Spirit Box along with it? And then right after that, I'll get right back to Eugene. Um, I don't want to respond. Currently reading for Cindy. Yeah. And then, well, it's going to be Cindy, then Gene. So, who's with us tonight? That is a darn good question because the last couple days I have been getting torn up by EMF. So I'd really like to know myself. Um, Let me see here. You know, I'm here 24/7. That's a good way to start off. All right, so we got static. All right, that's right. Who's here with us tonight? I'm fine. Who's here with us tonight? Come on, EMF. EMF. Hey, who's here? At my house. Okay, well, where are you? Who's here? Do you have like a name? Think right now, but oh, starting a podcast. What? Um, no. I see it because yeah. Okay, so it's saying I'm in my house. If I don't look at it, let me see if it's flashing. Um, come on, come on. You coming, dude? Is it a flash? Get out of it? Yeah. Where are you? Are you in here? Why are you not even moving, dude? Next. Hold on one second. Uh, that's it, right? Yeah. So where are you? Are you here? Here. You should be putting it by now. I'm not seeing anything right now, Cindy, about anything being here right now. Um, okay. Oh yeah. Try again. Okay. Who's here? Who's here in the house? One blink. Give me one blink. Just one. One. No. I'm not feeling anything, Cindy. I don't think anything's here. So I know your song I play. Yeah. Maybe if I don't look at it, it'll start blinking. I don't know. I'm I've had it in my house like the last couple days. Like I took pictures and it's been a red light for the last couple days, but I'm not seeing anything right now. So I don't think there's anything. So just keep an eye on it, Cindy. If you see it blink or flash, let me know and then I'll ask it again. Okay. Um so I'm going back to Gene. Gene, you had a question you wanted to ask me. What was that question? Yeah, yeah. Just keep an eye on it. I'll make sure that I don't block it. Just keep an eye on it. Um, because the last like 2 days, it's been really red. Like it's gone up to orange. Um, yeah, it's been kind of crazy, and some weird things have happened. Like, yeah. Well, I just it like moved some stuff around. Like I came back home. Actually, my door was locked when I tried to come back in. It was locked. My son was here and I had to like go ahead and like it's called rake where you put your key in there and you just keep going back and forth and turning it. So, yeah, just let me know if you see any movement over there, Cindy, and then I'll go ahead and try and get it back out here. But I'm not hearing anything. Maybe it does. Maybe yeah, it could be fireworks. So now it's your turn, Gene. Gene, you're asking about, you want to ask me a question? Do you still want to ask me the one? Time is it? I'll have to answer that. Okay. Yeah. No, I'll answer it regardless. Go ahead. Did I engage in hookup culture? Okay. Yes. Yeah, I did. I did at one point. Just when I knew, you know, um, things weren't going right, right? And I had feelings that things were going really wrong. But did I actually engage with it? No. Did I get like tempted to go ahead and look at other things, like at websites or anything like that? Yeah, sure I did. But nothing ever happened, right? In that culture. Like I did not do that. Like I tempted? Did I look? Yes. Did I actually follow through? No, I did not. So I'll be honest with you, I did not. I did not. So I mean, it's just one of those things. It's like we're all human, right? You walk by someone and like you kind of like see someone and you're like, whoa, like hello, but my instinct is to like turn away, right? I turn away. I don't look at it. I don't want that temptation. I don't want that. Um it's something that I feel super uncomfortable about, like very uncomfortable. Um have I looked at things? Yes, I have, but I mean, I don't fully engage with it. I don't do that. That's not correct. It's not right. I'd rather have peace and like it only creates more and more problems, so it's not worth it. It's really not. It's not worth it. And then was it flickering? Yeah, to teach your future children my never did struggle with understanding. Yeah, it's like it is a struggle. But let's be real. Everyone in here is human. You can't tell me that one time you walked by and wasn't like, dear God, you know. By the way, I love you God. But we're human, right? And do you think certain things like have you been on websites? Have you looked at like new things? Have I? Yes. Did I follow through? Absolutely not. I have not. And then, like, for one, like trying to engage with the hookup, one, you need information. You need, like, right? You need a phone number. And then they ask questions. And then, like, dude, I'm I'm not that kind of person, right? But I've been tempted. I've been tempted, but I do not do that. I do not do that. I don't do it at all. But in the culture, as you're saying, I don't believe in the culture. I don't believe in that at all. Temptation, everyone gets that. You go to the grocery store and you want ice cream, yeah, you get tempted to it. Um, you don't have the money, but you want something at the moment. You're tempted to do it, and so you do it. Like, but going for something that's out of my way, relationship wise, no, no. Yeah, looking is not. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Yeah, and if you want a good guy, I mean, dude, just you have to have that faith, like having faith, and like a good person, right? A good person is going to look at someone and look away. They're not even going to make eye contact. They're going to look that way and just completely turn their head. They're not going to go and keep staring and be like, "Oh, dang," like a good person knows that they've seen what they've seen, but it's not worth it. And like they'd rather be with the person, which would be you, right? They want to be with you. And it's not worth that struggle, the heartache, the like, hurting another person and like no, I mean, It's stupid. Like, no. So in that culture, no, I have not. I have not uh, been in there. So I'll just say that forward. I have not. Or women guys have hooked up with. What? Or I get the more women guys have hooked up with. That's crazy. That's wild. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's part of their midlife crisis. Maybe they're like, showing money or like flaunting, you know. Maybe they're trying to prove that, like, hey, I'm a man, but in reality, they're not. Like they're not. A real man wouldn't do that. And a real man would just, like a dog, like a dog. A dog is loyal to its bone. It takes care of it, it buries it, and makes sure it's okay. It's loyal to him. And yeah, you just have to stay loyal and like just make sure. But like if a guy is getting older and he hooks up with more and more people like that, that's stupid. That's just dumb. That's dumb. I don't I don't like that, nor do I agree with it. Like if it ruins a relationship or kills a relationship, that's that's terrible, right? But if it's like something you're not in a relationship and neither is she, or he, she, whatever, he, whatever. Um, I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, you're just trying to go ahead and hook up. But as a culture with that, I don't believe in that. I don't like no, that's morally wrong and I don't see that acceptable. Yeah, commitment, absolutely. I just don't see that as we're better than that, like if you ran the race and you cross that finish line, right? And you cross that finish line and you get that trophy. Well, why in the hell are you gonna go ahead and settle for participation award? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, just because your thoughts and your mind are in the gutter and in a different place, like, are you really willing to risk it to just make heartache, bad decisions, ruin your life, ruin someone else's life, and then, just continue going down the wrong path because that becomes toxic. And then becoming toxic, like it's not good. Like I don't agree with any of that. Like have I been tempted? Yes. But the culture, no, I have not. I'm not into that. I'm so yeah, it's just I was gonna say I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. That's just a crazy thing. Like I don't know why people do that, why they do it, or why would you do it? Like to hurt another human being that's been there for you? That's stupid. Like it's I don't mean that like as stupid, like it's stupid on their part, basically. Because you have everything that you wanted and then you just throw it away for participation award. Yeah, no. Yeah, yeah, bodies are sacred and they should not be used and abused. I 100% agree with that. I abuse my body in a different way by, maybe drinking or, doing other things, but I don't believe abusing a body by hurting someone with another person in order to prove a point, or like, it just sounds, or not even a point, just doing something stupid that you're going to regret. That's dumb. Like, you have to be fully committed on that. And yeah, that's different. Guys brag about body counts. Dear God, is that a thing? You're talking about how many, like, people, like, guys have been with, like, other women's, like, I said women's, like, other women, like, they're talking about, like, phew, my God. What? Like, what is the purpose of bragging about it? What's the purpose? You mean a new girl you like, and the girl asks you, "Can I ask you, like, a serious question? How many women have you been with?" And the guy's like, "Well, yeah, I've been with, like, ballpark count, 60, maybe 70." Like, why would you brag about that? Like, that's not something you even brag about. Like, that makes you look like a terrible human being. Like, terrible. Like, the fact that you just did that for yourself, which means if someone's bragging about that, they're about themselves. They're not about you. So yeah, no, I don't agree with that either. Um, yeah, I wouldn't go around and then, like, do a speed date or something like that and be like, how many people have you been with? Oh, 76. Like, been with 76? Yep. They all loved it. Like, ew. That's just a dumb, dumb thing to do. If guys brag about that kind of shit, dude, that's bringing. I feel bad about males. I dude, we shouldn't be like that. We're better than that, and we shouldn't continue. Just that's dumb. That's dumb. So I'm sorry. Yeah, it is disturbing. Yeah, some people don't have control of it. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Cindy. Yeah, with temptations and everything. I mean, like looking at someone in a different way, that's called lust, right? So, yeah, lusting. You're looking at someone which is completely wrong. You shouldn't be doing that, especially if you're committed with someone and doing that. But then going ahead and committing acts, even though that okay, so rewind. Temptation, right? That's one thing. A person can fight off temptation, right? You fight it off. That's temptation. But if the person is tempted at the exact same time and just commits an act of that, I think that's totally bullshit. That's not a person you want to be around. No, you don't want to be around that motherfucker, yeah, you don't wanna be around him. Like, that's not cool, and no one should be bragging about it, alright? Like, it pisses me off. Yes, and it does take 2, and it just, yeah, yeah, and ego and everything like that, like, it's just so yeah, right. And then, okay, so here's one thing, I guess, about a guy. I hear guys that go out and um they party with someone, right? And they go out, they go to a party, they ended up sleeping with a girl, they come back the next day at work, right? And then they brag about it, right? Like you were saying, they brag about it. I'm just like, okay, like who's this chick? Or like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to say like chick, like who's this woman, right? And then it's like, "Oh, I don't know her name, I didn't get her number." Like, "She's on Facebook, well, like, let me try and look her up," and it's just like, "Dude." Like, so there was no intention whatsoever, like, that just makes you look like a scumbag. Like, you're just a complete scumbag, like, as guys, like, so if guys are keeping body counts on, like, how many women that they've been plowing, I mean, dude, that's just nah, that's stupid, dude, that's dumb. That's dumb. If if one of my friends were to say something like that, even though, I joke and I talk, the way I talk, but if they were like, "Yeah, I put up this chick last night, and then, yeah, that makes, 16 this week," I'd be like, anyways, like, you just don't seem trustworthy. Like, you don't seem trustworthy at all. Like, you seem pretty freaking weak. You seem weak to me. You know, you just give into temptation whenever you want. Like, you have no control, and like a normal human being can control that. So, you have to control that urge, and then you also like, yeah, it's just stupid. Dude, I just don't like it. But that is a good question, Gene. Like, I mean, that's really good. I've never gone like so into depth. I didn't know that people kept like body counts like on people that they plowed. Is that wrong? I say plowed. I mean like wallered out. Is that even worse? Wallered in like, or is it like banged or I don't know, laid, or is it just fornicated? Acts of coitus? Acts of coitus. I like that one. We're gonna go with acts of coitus. Acts of coitus. Yeah, so acts of coitus is a way. Cloud, pump and dump, F and chant, bang. I think I I really like acts of coitus. We'll go with that. Isn't that like where two like insects like or like two human beings like perform the acts and then like afterwards there's like a shame and guilt because like it's like fornicating. Fornication. God, what are we talking? Uh, like, like the praying mantis, like the dude gets his head like eaten off by the female while performing acts of coitus. Like I think I saw that on National Geographic, or it was Planet Earth. It was Planet Earth, I think. The female eats the male's head after performing acts of coitus. Stupid wham bam, thank you, man. Acts of coitus. As they perform the acts of coitus. You all need to go to work tomorrow and talk to your friend, and then instead of being like, yeah, instead of banging, just be like, I performed acts of coitus. Was I ashamed? Yes. But I ate his head. Fornicate. Yes, fornicate. As the two praying mantises fornicate and they perform acts of coitus, the female, as soon as the male is done, eats the male's head. Like, oh, God. I don't want to perform any acts. So if some guy talks about it like that, just remember acts of coitus. He should have his head eaten, have his head ripped off. Reminds you of Sheldon. That's from that. I never watched it. What is it? Big Bang Theory, something like that. Yeah, I know. Dude, you gotta respect women, and like especially myself. Yeah, you just gotta hold back. Gotta hold back, and it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Oh my god, and what the fuck? Oh, what the hell? Yeah, dude. Oh, K-pop, yeah. Oh, you walked in at, like, the weirdest time talking about acts of coitus. No, I haven't seen a full episode. I've watched it and was just like, I'm not into it, but, yeah, I've tried it. I've tried watching it, but I just couldn't do it. I'm gonna start saying that now, acts of coitus. How was work today? Well, I performed a lot of acts of coitus. What? No, I meant I said "F you" to work. Right, yeah, acts of coitus. Yeah, I gotta start using that. I don't even know how that popped in my head, acts of coitus. Yeah, I tried watching it, I just couldn't. I couldn't. I'm not into, like, Big Bang Theory. If anything, I'm more into, like, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Um, uh, just, like, some really crazy stuff, like Whitest Kids You Know, um, SNL. I just can't watch, like, almost like sitcoms. I just can't watch them. I don't get interested in them. No, okay, so let me rephrase that. I did watch it. I watched one full episode and I was not into it. Mad TV, bro, that's way back then. Yeah, Mad TV. I remember, like, they were building, like, they always had, like, Madden from football, and it's like, hold the wood for me, Justin. And he's like, You can't build a birdhouse with a machine gun. Like, and like he gets his like foot stapled and everything and like cuts his hand off. Matt TV was hilarious. And then they had Stewie. Look at what I can do. And then they had like, oh, Stewart. Right? um I also watched like the whitest what was it? Kids in the Hall. Um I watched some other like really random stuff. Like really random. Yeah, Mad TV was it. That's where what's his name? Bobby Lee was in there. Look what I can do. Oh, Stewart. Yeah, as she just said, oh, Stewart with his rosy cheeks. Oh, looks like me. I'm actually wearing underwear right now, right? But um, Michael McDonald, yes, Michael McDonald. I always liked. I like the Birdhouse one. Happy Valentine's Day. It's Valentine. Oh, go F a pony, like and then what was it? The popcorn popper popping machine made to you by the popcorn popping company. Like, it's like, I can't read this shit. Like, Mrs. Swan. Oh, hello. Yeah. Certain series are so good. Yeah, yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, it's not the same. It's definitely not the same. Like, growing up with like, when the good cartoons came out, of course we had Ren and Stimpy, right? Ren and Stimpy, that was what was up. But then, after Ren and Stimpy, my favorite was Rocco's Modern Life. You look like me. Boing. Yeah, yeah. Rocco's Modern Life was like really crazy. Like they had Ed Big Head. and then they had, some other stuff going on, and it was just, like, wild to watch these cartoons, like, growing up, and then also growing up with Kids in the Hall, and then you had, Mad TV. Mad TV was, like, the best, but then, like, I grew up with Saved by the Bell. Honestly, like, every morning I watched Saved by the Bell. That's really what I watched. I watched the hell out of Saved by the Bell. Yeah. Nanny and Will and Grace and Friends. Yeah. Friends for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Will and Grace. I did watch a little bit of that. Friends, of course. I'll be there for you. Um, yeah, there was a there was a crazy amount of like television shows about some dude, like TV series was a thing, right? My mom grew up watching, General Hospital and One Life to Live. And then like the character would die and then they would come back and it'd be like, "Oh, Sonny's back." And it's like he's died like 10 times and but he keeps coming back. And then she would always go to the restroom and be like, "Just watch it so in that way you can tell me what happened whenever I come back." And I'm like, "Dude, Sonny's alive again, like for the 20th time, Mom. I don't know." Days of Our Lives, yeah. Yeah, I died. Jack is definitely, yeah, one of our favorite shows is some Game of Thrones. Dude, Game of Thrones, and that's just straight up softcore porn. When I watched like Game of Thrones, I was like, this is whack. And then I was like, no, let's watch another episode. Let's watch another one. General Hospital all the way. Yeah, General. Okay. All right, Alex. I totally forgot. Yeah, you watch it and you talk about it. Yeah. My bad. It's crazy. Days of Our Lives. Yes, Days of Our Lives. True Blood. Dude. So like um what else was there? There was like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And then there was also like man, I don't know. There was a lot of stuff that I used to watch. I had a friend that would watch like I had a friend that would watch golly, sorry, Cindy. Um what was it? Highlander. Like, dude, Highlander was whack. That was whack, dude. I could not get into Highlander. Dollhouse. Dude, are you afraid of the dark? All right, we got action. Cool. We got action. Yeah, there's action on the EMF. You can see it. Are you here? Let me look at. Are you here? Blink. Once. Once for yes, twice for no. Are you here? I know you're here. Are you here? Who are you? Are you in here? Are you outside? You're in here, right? I know I'm right. You're in here. Blink. One time. Come on. Just once. Go. Mm. Mm. One of these days. Doesn't like me looking at him. Watch, I'll probably look away and it'll blink. Um, Cupcake. Hey there. Wanda. Dude. What? Wanda Cupcake. What is happening? See, it's Cindy $20 to dance cash app for him. Action is not free to direct. Wait, what? To my cash app? Even if you sent money to my cash app, I'm still negative, but it helps me get out of it. But yeah, I'll go ahead and do whatever you want. Dude, why is it not flashing out? Like, dude, you should be flashing. I feel it. Like, come on. You should flash. Come on, dude. Dude, flash. Just once. Just one time. You're here. I know you are. Feel it, dude. Okay. Hot or cold? Hallway? Bathroom? Next door? Stairway? Living room? Foyer? Oh, living room. Living room? Can I get another blank for living room? Just one blank. I don't need two. Living room? Or was it stairwell? Staircase? Living room. Kitchen. You son of a bitch. Living room. You motherfucker. All right. Are you here? All right. Whatever it is, it's around. It's around, but it's definitely not anything interesting. It kind of reminds me of a shade, just kind of like hanging out in the dark and just like, just wants to be left alone. But it's around. It's what the hell? It wants to be around and just, I don't know, wants to do its own thing. Whatever's here, it's here. But you should have seen it. I think yesterday it was pure red and it was going off and like things were moving in the room and it's not like I have like fish wire or anything to like pull it or anything, but yeah. So currently reading for Cindy. All right. All right, Cindy. You want to know about Wanda? Okay. All right, let's do it, Cindy. And thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Cindy. Sorry, I got a little bit lost with the EMF reader, but you want to know about Cindy. So are you thinking it's Cindy? Because it's acting it's acting really shy. And so we're doing a 20 about Wanda. All right. I'll keep reading cards for you. Um, let's do this. What do you want to know about Wanda? You have a question for the cards? You're talking about Wanda? Uh, you done it right. I'm not asking the cards about her. Okay, you're not asking the cards about her. You have a question for the cards. Okay, go ahead. Absolutely. I don't know where Kathleen is. Oh, my bag. I'll eat this one. I also do have my dots. My son finally brought them over. Where they're at, I don't know. Can't figure out where they're at. Yeah, so you pay 20, I'll go ahead and I'll pull about let's do 11 cards for you. Just to let you know, I'll do my best. And you can answer questions, right? If I have a question for you, you can answer back, and then I'll do my best to try and figure out whatever is going on. Oh, where did I put my dots, dude? Dots freaking went out. It was up there. I haven't spoken to my friend. Just wanted to make sure they're okay. You haven't spoken to your friend. Okay. All right. My bad. My bad. I got the whole pew pew pew. Sorry. All right. You want to make sure they're okay. All right. All right, let's start with 7 here. All right. All right. Let's do that. All right. So you're getting 7 for right now. For right now. All right. But we'll go off the other cards if it needs more. Okay. So first card is strength. Okay. Queen of Cups. Knight of Cups. Judgment. The World. Page of Cups. And the Page of Wands. So, um, you haven't heard from your friend, right? So you're just wondering if they're okay. Um, Making sure they're okay. Um, which is a good trait, right? You always care about someone. Um, making sure that you have the strength to make sure that they're okay, right? You're concerned. There is definitely a concern about it. You're worried. You're worried you haven't heard, or like you just want to make sure they're okay, right? I haven't spoken to your friend, just want to make sure, right? Okay. So I feel like this right here is definitely, I can tell that there's worry. I can tell that there's a lot of worry. All right. Um, and it leads to the Queen of Cups. Meaning leading to the Queen of Cups, it's almost like bringing to it, like, just just relax. It almost feels like everything's good. You haven't spoken to them. Everything should be good. I mean, maybe they're just like, dude, they're probably just, I don't know, living their life or doing whatever, but you're sitting back waiting for a response, right? Have you like reached out and texted them? Have you like, did you call them? I don't remember seeing it in there. Did you call them or anything like that? Um, okay. The heck was that? What was that? A light? Um, anyways, so next card is Knight of Cups. It's almost like I didn't get a response from my last text. When was the last text? I'm just curious. Like, I mean, I just want to know, like, was like the last text um like yesterday or was it just like months ago? It's never been this long. Okay. So it's concerning, right? So leading to that, I can kind of see 2 weeks. Wow. So leading to that is a Knight of Cups. That's what you're trying to figure out if everything's okay, right? So you're holding on strong with strength. Then you have the queen, which is like you're trying to relax, but right now you feel like maybe something may be wrong and you're gonna try and figure it out, right? But you're holding off because there's something that you're giving it the benefit of the doubt that like they're gonna call you back and do something, right? I don't think anything is wrong because the cards that I pulled, I don't see anything wrong in anything of this. Maybe there was something that did happen with judgment, right? So that is your um um 2 weeks. So with judgment, who knows? Maybe do you know like their parents' number or like friends' number or anything like that? Have you tried and looking them up on like maybe did are they like a person who likes to go out and party or do anything like that? Or is it just something that maybe you yourself want to go ahead and help out with something, like you're going to feel guilty if you don't help out, like because you're saying 2 weeks and 2 weeks is a long time. So are you feeling like that nausea, that stress, or like something that's like you feel like you need to know the answer? Because I'm sure you can, there's ways to look it up, right? And it seems like it's super stressful for you, like for you. Like it seems really stressful. Like you just definitely want to find out. You want to find out in this whole situation, okay? Like it's kind of really beyond stressful. And it seems like this person definitely means the world to you, you know, and it kind of completes you. So without this person, you're not this person inside. There's kind of that fog, right? So it's kind of like you're walking on hot coals. Like you just really want to know. You want to know what's going on. Um, I think with the world means definitely a lot, right? Uh, I feel really happy about this card just because I know they're okay. I feel they're gonna reach out. Um, because they're definitely feeling kind of the same way, but maybe they got in like a predicament, right? You know, and the world like it's gonna complete. It's gonna come back to you. Like I feel like the person is completely fine. Like I'm sure there's gonna be apologies because you had the Page of Cups over here as I just pulled it. You're gonna have that peace. Um itself, just knowing that they're okay, especially showing like koi along with the lilies, and you know that there's going to be peace. Everything is fine. Um, I don't think anything wrong really happened at all. Just maybe there was a misunderstanding. Maybe they couldn't even pay their phone bill, right? I'm in the same predicament myself, dude. I'm just trying to pay my phone bill. And then the next one is the Page of Wands. Knowing that everything was all right, like, it just lights that guide, like, it's fine. The worry is over and the past is behind. Like, it's just you're just reaching out and waiting for that call maybe. Like, do you continuously keep calling him and calling him? Like, have you tried, like, doing it? Does it go straight to voicemail? Does it say voicemail, full, or is it, like, something that's crazy? I don't know, like, to me, it just seems like you already have the strength going for you, and then the Queen of Cups wanting to figure it out, yeah, and then the Knight of Cups, you're gonna figure it out. Judgment, it's just hard. You don't know if maybe there was something that happened with the world leading back around, and then it's gonna be peaceful, and then knowing that it was all fine. No. Yes, no. Who is this friend? Is this like a friend you talk to all the time? Like, you talk to, like, every day, and then all of a sudden you haven't heard from them in 2 weeks? Because that would be concerning to me, for sure. Did wifey find out? Did wifey find out? Wifey find out about did wifey find out about, okay, so all the time. So we're talking in a different direction here, right? Well, that wouldn't make sense at all, especially with judgment. Um, do you mind saying, did wifey find out what? Like, is there something that else is going on? that she found out? Here, we'll just go with this. So are you feeling down because they haven't talked, and then did wifey find out? Okay, so you're wanting to reach out to, oh shit, I just hit my phone. So you're wanting to reach out to someone else, am I correct? I don't know. Am I like not read the room? Okay. All right. All right. I'll read the room. Okay. All right. Did she find out? Okay. Let's go. So with strength. Um, okay. All right. Let's start over. Okay. I totally apologize. I was thinking of something completely different. I just misread. Um, so let me start over. All right. All right. With strength. Starting with strength. Maybe there's like a discrepancy, right? Like and everything, and just staying strong, right? Um, man, dude, this is confusing me, the room. Um, with the Queen of Cups yourself, like, it's almost like you're making a relaxed judgment, okay? Like, so you're kind of like sitting back. Does she know? Does wifey know? You don't know. You're sitting there, it's almost like kind of like, Caesar back in the day, just waiting to know, right? The Knight of Cups, um, hard to know what you're asking for. Knight of Cups. You're there to go ahead and show up and take that away, right? Like you're there. But his wife, and then with judgment, I don't think there's any type of judgment. I think you're feeling maybe a little bit of judgment on your own. Okay. Like, do you like maybe there's some guiltiness or whatever? Like, do you think that you're parting things? You know, yeah, I feel terrible. Like, I just didn't understand the question, so I feel like an idiot. And then the world itself. I don't know if this person means a lot to you, and you don't want to destroy something, and because it's going to make something terrible for them or terrible for you. um you're just always being a positive person, and like you just don't want that. You don't want the conflict or drama, but you want the best for yourself and someone else, right? This is what you're asking for. And then with the Page of Cups, um so right here it's almost like you're kind of just waiting and want that peace. Did she find out? I don't think she found out at all. I don't think anyone found out at all. Because with the end of this, at the Page of Wands, it more comes down to the decision of this person who's going to make that pick, right? You know, um, they're going to make that pick, and they're choosing that destiny, and it's going to shine. Um, it's going to be a good ending, especially with all these cards, your strength, your Queen of Cups. I mean, these are very strong cards. Especially with judgment. Don't be hard on yourself. The world doesn't mean is it the end? No, it's not the end. Just because of your judgment. Page of Cups and Page of Wands. It seems just Did wifey find out? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. It just seems like it's almost like I don't know if it's a secret, but it seems like one. And it's more of a decision and you feel guilty, almost like, uh, what the hell? Almost like breaking up. But like, hopefully I got that right for the second time. I don't know. Yeah, you like my new cards? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Kathleen, for sending those. Um, they're amazing cards. Um, very pretty, very colorful. So once again, thank you. Um, hopefully, I was doing the reading right. Hopefully, I understood your question. Um, So, but yeah, so it seems like it's already pretty late. Um, yeah, absolutely. Um, hopefully, that made sense for sure. Um, I kind of get the gist of what's going on, but I don't think so. I don't think so at all. So I'm just letting you know. That's just on my end. Do I get the weekend off of work? No, I do not. I do not. I was offered off tomorrow, but I'm gonna work 7 to what is it? It's 7 to no, 11 to 7. I'm sorry, and then I'll be on after, and then I work Monday in the morning, and then I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'm always off Tuesday and Wednesday, always. That was my deal, and so I'll always be on 8 o'clock um, Central Time. Central Time. But anyways, it's getting late. I gotta get to work tomorrow. I mean, happy 250 years old, Earth of America. Thank God we have this place, best country in the world. I guess I can't say that. I mean, dude, if there's anyone else from any other countries, um, I didn't mean that in a rude way. Um, it just feels great. It's great being here. 250 years old. It's quiet now. Fireworks have stopped. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Gene, for organizing everything. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you all. I hope you all are doing well. Stay well, and I'll be back on tomorrow. And happy 250, right? What time is it? My watch died. I've been on too long. So, y'all have a good one. I'm going to go ahead and take off for the night. Thank you all for coming in. If you are new here, like and subscribe. Um, thank you all so much. Y'all take it easy, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you. All right. Bye. Yes, like and subscribe, please.